welcome back to my personal hell. Another week and another terrible episode of The Acolyte. We start the episode with Osha waking up about 100 feet away from Yord facing off with Smilo Ren, and the red shirts are just there kind of swinging their lightsabers around at nothing. Smilo Ren's armor apparently can stop lightsabers and also uh, shut them off, power them off, sort them out. I don't. Apparently, Soul also ran away at the beginning of the fight because he was nowhere to be seen, just so that he could come to Osha's rescue after all 8 red shirt Jedi were cut down. Soul tells Osha, civilian to the ship, like he doesn't know her name. He's been calling her Osha for first 5 episodes. And Yord's starting to take Osha back to the ship while using his lightsaber as a flashlight again. Jackie and May start fighting, even though May's been going to turn herself in. I guess she's going back to being evil again for just an obligatory reason. May was also using her throwing knives, but Jackie was just kind of hanging out, like just fighting her, doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. She wasn't using her lightsaber for whatever reason. I guess that actually makes her more powerful than the master in the first episode, because even with her lightsaber. And we find out that Smilo Ren has a Magneto helmet that prevents Jedi from reading his thoughts. When Soul tells Smilo to remove his helmet, and he responds, "So you can read my thoughts?" So that's a nifty little invention to have. I don't know why Darth Vader didn't have one like that. That might have been helpful for him, even though, like, I know the Emperor wouldn't have made it for him, but he probably could have gone out and had one made for him that would stop it. Probably would have been a good idea. Smilo Ren kicks down Soul and runs after May without even trying to kill Soul. Jackie randomly finds the Wookiee's lightsaber outside of his hut, just out in the forest somewhere. Just more confusing. Why would it be out there? He was killed inside. Would have had the lightsaber inside with him, presumably. And just in time, she gets the lightsaber just in time for Smilo Ren to show up. And Jackie is actually able to hold off Smilo Ren relatively easily, well, especially compared to the other Jedi before. Even Yord was kind of struggling with Smilo Ren, but using her and the Wookiee's lightsaber now, uh, even though they were kind of keep shorting out due to Smilo Ren's armor, I guess. Smilo Ren runs away after May gets up and takes off, again, leaving behind someone that he really should have been able to kill very easily, a weaker Padawan that should be weaker than all the other red shirt Jedi that he already did cut down. Smilo Ren catches up to May, but right as Soul and Jackie from 2 different parts of the forest, and in the same amount of time as it took Smilo Ren to catch her, they also showed up right at the same exact time. Triangulation. I don't know. It's very I guess it's what the plot needed. For no other reason than that. Jackie is holding her own against Smilo Ren again, and she actually is even able to knock off his helmet to reveal him as Quimir? I don't know the discount Ezra Miller. Which makes me wonder, why didn't he just kill OSHA when he came floating in at the end of episode 4? Could have just cut her down instead of throwing her away. But that's plot needed her to survive, so that's why he didn't actually just slash her down like every other fucking person in this episode. That's when pulls apart his lightsabers. They're kind of at a standstill between Smilo and Jackie. He pulls his lightsaber apart and stabs her 3 times in the chest. So I'm thinking she's probably dead, but who knows? Lightsabers in Star Wars aren't always that deadly. And also nobody's read his mind since his helmet's been knocked off. Maybe Soul could have saved Jackie if he did, but yeah. Smilo goes into a monologue for a bit until Yord comes running in after him and OSHA decide they need to be the ones to go save Soul, even though Yord is injured and OSHA isn't a Jedi, but they're gonna go in and save him when there were like 8 other Jedi that just got cut down without any problem. But yeah, Yord comes running in and gets his neck snapped, which, okay, I'm all right with that, and that's not too bad. Soul then starts a fist fight with Milo Ren, I don't know, fucking dipshit. Until Soul actually he gets angry, and there are a lot of shots of his face where he's like visually lost control of his emotions, which isn't very Jedi of him. But yeah, he loses his temper, draws his lightsaber. He's about to kill Smilo Ren, but he stops because Smilo points out that he's unharmed, and so that snaps Soul out of the, I guess, rage that he was in. Jedi in a rage, just kind of not really a thing, but that's what happened. Then Smilo gets away from Soul, grabs May, force pulls his lightsaber to him, holding May at lightsaber point, like right next to her neck or head, ready to ignite it. I thought he wanted to kill her. I thought that was the whole point of this, but just doesn't. He, continues to stand there and taunt Soul until OSHA comes in, slaps a flashlight on his back, calling in the bugs, and the bugs come pick him up and take him away. May then kind of scurries around and stuns Soul. I thought she force pulled OSHA's like stun gun away from her, but I've heard other people say that they didn't see that and they saw the stun gun still on her after May stunned her. I don't know. I'm not gonna rewatch it just for that. Then May's telling OSHA how much she loves her and they need to get away from the Jedi because the Jedi are evil. But OSHA doesn't trust May because May's a murderer. They fight. May knocks out OSHA, and so May decides she's going to cut her hair to match OSHA, and she swaps their clothes. Smilo then escapes the bugs, cutting them with his lightsaber, which, I mean, not much of a surprise. May meets up with Soul. Now Soul thinks that this is OSHA because They have the same haircut, and she switched outfits. Although it's gonna come up that May doesn't have OSHA's tattoo, and that's how he's going to figure it out. Probably in the next episode. But they get back to the ship where the little bloodhound gopher guy is already hanging out there, and he can kind of just smell that that's not OSHA, I believe. I don't know. At the very least, he realizes that something's not right, and then Smilo finds his helmet and makes his way, finds OSHA, and then I think he used Force Heal on her, which I thought was a light side horsepower. But then he just covers her up with his cape, and that's the end of the episode. Really, not a lot happened. Just a lot of lightsabers flashing around, kind of just trying to make it look pretty. Let me know what you guys thought of it down below. Uh, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace.